Alright guys, Zinc here, welcome back to the channel for another Dislyte video. So in this video today, we're going to be talking about buffs, okay, how to take advantage of your buffs, how to make sure you're not wasting your buffs, and just understanding a little bit more about the way that the buff system works in this game, okay. Now, first of all, before we actually jump in, I just want to go just now and look at relics, okay, I'm going to use one relic here to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about more than anything, okay. So if we look at Sally, you'll see that she has this relic here, okay, and if you read the description of this relic, it says all allies start battle with a shield equal to 15% of max HP, lasts for 2 turns, okay. So you just bear in mind that I've got that equipped. It's one of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this video, okay. So I'm going to just use the farming stage and story to go over this, okay, and I'm deliberately going to put characters on here that have the same buffs, really, to show you what I'm talking about. So we'll go into this battle first of all, and you can see from clicking here, if we look, you've got a shield for 2 turns. That's been granted at the start of battle, at least that's what the description says, okay. So what we're going to do here is, first of all, we're going to cast Yushuna's buff, which will give defense up by 60% and attack up by 40%. So we're going to cast that, and then if we cast this here, what this is going to do is it's going to be give us immunity, which is fine. It's going to give us defense up by 60%, and it's also going to reduce the enemy's attack. Now, I'm not worried about that, but we'll just cast that just now. Okay, now what I want to show you is this. If we go ahead and we look, there we go, defense up by 60%. You will see that Yushuna cast the 60% defense, and also we had that cast from Gabrielle. They do not stack, okay, they do not stack, so that was a bit of a waste doing that. Now basically what I would want to do is I would want to cast that at some point where Yushuna has not already cast that, because what I've done just now is I've essentially just wasted the 2 turns of defense up that I get from Gabrielle, okay. Now if we go ahead and go to Sally, don't kill them. Right, cool. Should be Sally's turn any second, so we'll just hit a UV Donner. Right, okay, so if we look at Sally now, and we look at this skill here from Sally. Sally increases attack by 40%, okay? So let's just say if we look at what Yushuna currently has on her build, she currently has attack up by 40% for 2 turns. So right now, me casting Sally's skill is going to achieve nothing, because Yushuna is going to still have the exact same attack up by 40%. So as you can see, they do not stack, which is unfortunate. I really do like abilities that stack. I feel like they can make your characters extremely OP. The only thing that casting a buff that is already on your character will do is it will reset the turn count, okay? So if, for example, Yushuna, her first skill, increases attack by 40%, defense by 60%, and it does that for 2 turns, if she had already had her turn, and then I cast it again with Gabrielle, or I cast it again with Sally, she would keep the same buff amount, but it would just reset the turn count to make it 2 turns, okay? So ideally, you don't want to be using skills like that until they've run out, or you're just completely wasting your time. So finish this here, and I'm just going to show you the other thing you have to watch out for, and that is this right here. So in the description it says at the start of battle, the shield is granted for 2 turns. Strictly speaking, that's not correct. It's actually at the start of wave, okay? Now I know to some of you guys that might not make a big difference, but it does actually. It means that if you've got one character who has adamantium shield, every wave they are going to reapply that shield, and you're going to get a new shield. Now, just like buffs, if you have 2 characters with adamantium shield, you're not getting both of them. You're literally just wasting a relic slot or a character by having them with adamantium shield. So basically for your team, you only really want to make sure you've got one adamantium shield out there, or you are literally just wasting a relic slot on that character. So for me on this team, I think I've got it on Yushuna. I don't know if I can see during this battle, but I'm fairly certain I've got it on Yushuna. Let me just double check. I'm actually not going to continue to run Yushuna. I'm going to drop her pretty damn soon. I'm currently working on something. I think I've got it on Yushuna though, let me check. Yeah, I have. Okay, so when I'm building my team out, if I've got her on the squad, she's the only character that has to have this set, because having it on anyone else, I am just wasting my time, okay? So even if you go and you look in here, which I know a lot of people do, if you go to strategy, some people look at what is a popular set, okay? If you've got a character that you're going to be running, so say someone like Sally, and you look and people are saying run her with adamantium shield, then don't do it if you've already got a character out there with adamantium shield, because it is a bit of a waste of time. As you've seen in that battle there, I was running 2 characters. Sorry, not adamantium shield, that's immunity. Yeah, put immunity. Immunity's single focused on your characters, so use that. But again, if you're going to have someone like Gabrielle, for example, who is going to cast immunity on turn 1 anyway, then to be honest, that is kind of wasted. Obviously for longer battles it can be a little bit better when you go into turn 2, because if, not turn 2, wave 2, if Gabrielle's not ready to pop her level 3, then you're not going to have immunity right away. So there is circumstances that one can still be, it can still be quite good. But with regards to adamantium shield, that's what I meant to show you. Even if you look at a character and it says that you should be running that character with adamantium shield, like this set here is saying I should do on Yushuna, because I've already got an adamantium shield in my squad, I need to try and do a different set. I'm not going to get the benefits of having 2 of them out there, okay? So when you're battling, I think 2 things that you shouldn't do basically is, if you're on harder battles, most people probably aren't doing this anyway, but if you're on harder battles, avoid using auto, because you'll see here that the computer by default is just going to cast everything straight away. So even Sally, if I'm correct, she should, yep, there you go. They're just wasting it. They're absolutely wasting your skills. So if you are going to be playing the game and you're struggling a little bit, don't just try and auto it. I know that probably sounds like a no-brainer, but there is some people that just try and auto absolutely everything, and if they can't beat the stage, they're like, oh my god, I'm not strong enough. But simply going back in and doing it manually could be the way that gets you over the hump, because like I say, these buffs don't stack, and the computer will absolutely waste your buffs. It will make characters just not as effective as they should be, and if you manage your characters better, you can make yourself go a lot further in fights, do a lot more, clear stages that might have been a little bit inaccessible to you up to this point. I think it's a good idea that maybe you look at your roster again and just see if you've got a little bit of overkill, so to speak. For me right now, I don't really feel like I need Yushuna to be in my squad, because I've got attack up from Sally if I need it, I've got defense down from Gab if I need it, so Yushuna is kind of, she's just there because I got her to 6-star the other day, and I want to use her because I don't want to have wasted all those resources on her. But just look at what you're doing, guys, because like I say, a lot of these buffs aren't going to overlap and they're not going to stack, so they're just going to be completely wasted, and you could fill that slot up with another character who might be dishing out damage and things like that, you know. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to go over buffs because I know that it's not necessarily the norm. In a lot of games these buffs do stack, so people maybe expected buffs to be stacking for them, but I'm here to tell you now they don't, as you see. So anyway, I've been Hazing, catch you in the next one, dudes. Peace out, see you later, bye.